morning. Welcome to In the English Corner. I would like to discuss today what pronouns are, the purpose of this part of speech, different examples of pronouns, and why we do use pronouns in sentences. So let's take a look at this together. First of all, a definition of a pronoun. A pronoun, if you see the word pronoun, the word noun is within the word, meaning that a pronoun is a word that actually replaces a noun. And the noun that the pronoun refers to is called the antecedent. So why do we use pronouns? Well, the answer to that is that pronouns eliminate the need for the constant repetition of the same noun in a sentence. Let's look at an example. The phone rang, so I answered the phone. You're repeating the word phone. In the second example, June reads several novels every month. She reads several novels because she is an avid reader. So in that example, you have repeated the word novels, or the adjective and the noun, several novels. So to avoid being repetitive, and in order to add variety and change up your writing a little bit, you can replace the repetitive nouns with a pronoun. So in this first example, the phone rang, so I answered it. Instead of repeating the word phone, you would say it. So it is a pronoun replacing the noun phone. In the second example, June reads several novels every month. She reads them because she is an avid reader. Instead of repeating the idea several novels, you have replaced that noun with the pronoun them, just so that you add some variety to your writing. So now I'd like to look at a number of types of pronouns, because there are quite a few different types of pronouns to look at. The first one is called personal pronouns. And these personal pronouns are used in place of people's names, and they refer to things. Example, there's a singular personal pronouns list, and they include I, me, my, mine, you, your, yours, he, him, his, she, her, hers, it, and its. And the plural form of personal pronouns include we, us, our, you, your, yours, they, them, their, and theirs. Let's look at a couple of examples to clarify. The first one, when the tea is ready, Jane will serve it to the guests. In this example, you've got the word tea, and that is the antecedent, and to replace the word tea, you have used it as the pronoun. It refers to tea. In the second example, Susan misplaced her shoes, but her father found them. In this example, shoes is the antecedent. You're using the pronoun them, and you're replacing the word shoes with the pronoun them. So those are called personal pronouns. As well, there are types of pronouns called compound personal pronouns. They're formed when you add self or selves to certain personal pronouns. The first person would be myself, ourselves. The second person is yourself and yourselves. And the third person is himself, herself, itself, oneself, themselves. Looking at a couple of examples, the children clean the house all by themselves. The compound personal pronoun would be themselves, and it's referring to children. They did it all on their own, all by themselves. The second example, I ate the entire pie myself. Myself is the compound personal pronoun, and it is referring to the fact that I ate it. It's referring to the pronoun I. Another type of pronoun would be called indefinite pronouns. Indefinite means they are not definite or specific. These are pronouns that do not refer to a definite person or to a definite thing. And there are both singular indefinite pronouns and plural indefinite pronouns. Let's first look at the singular indefinite pronouns. They are words such as another, anybody, anyone, anything, one, each, either, everyone, everybody, everything, neither, nobody, no one, someone, somebody. So if you take a look at this list, you can see that many indefinite pronouns end in the word buddy, one, or thing. Not all of them, but many of them do. Then there are also plural indefinite pronouns. They include both, many, few, and several. And yet another type of pronoun to familiarize yourself with would be called a demonstrative pronoun. Now the word to demonstrate means to show or to point out, and that's what these pronouns do. They are words that point out or demonstrate particular persons or things. They always refer to a definite or a specific person or thing, but they often will come, the word they refer to will come later in the sentence. And demonstrative pronouns are words like this, that, these, and those. Let's look at two quick examples. Those are my pictures. So you'd be pointing, you'd be demonstrating to some pictures when you say that. Those are my pictures. So the word or the demonstrative pronoun those is referring to the noun pictures. In this next example, do not use them or I will be angry. Them, you'd be pointing to something, demonstrating them. Now in this case, you're not sure from this short sentence what it's referring to, but it could, for example, be referring to something like shoes. You would have to read a little bit more in a paragraph or in a group, in a few sentences to understand what the reference is. And the next type of pronoun is called interrogative pronouns. If you interrogate somebody, you ask questions. So that's exactly what an interrogative pronoun does. It asks questions. Examples of interrogative pronouns are who, whose, whom, which, and what. Let's look at some examples. In this first sentence, who is going with me? Who is asking the question. It's therefore an interrogative pronoun, and instead you might say, are John and Bob going with me? And you would replace the two nouns with who is going with me. Or in the second example, what is the correct answer to the question? What would be the interrogative pronoun, and it starts the sentence. You're asking the question. So those are the main types of pronouns. I've included different examples for you, and please try to use pronouns frequently because they do change up your writing a little bit. They replace nouns, and they will definitely add variety to your writing and prevent you from being repetitive. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.